Hello friends, welcome to our channel BS Agriculture. If you are coming to our channel for the first time, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So let's move to the video. In this video, we are going to see about fundamentals of agronomy and agricultural heritage. I am going to cover Unit 5 and the lecture topic is organic or eco-friendly agriculture and dry farming system with its principle and concepts. So while saying what is organic farming is all kinds of agricultural products are produced organically without using chemical fertilizers, where it mainly avoids the largely excludes the use of synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, growth regulators, and livestock feed additives. Is known as organic farming. So while seeing what are the need and scope of organic farming increases in awareness and health consciousness of the humans. The global price of organic foods are always more increased as well as lucrative and remunerative. And the India offers tremendous scope for organic farming as it has its local market potential for organic products is higher when compared to inorganic products. While seeing what is IFOAM, International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movements, which is started in 1972, while seeing what are the principles of IFOAM, which produces food of high quality in sufficient quantity as well as to interact in a constructive and as well as life enhancing way with a natural system and cycles, and it is used to maintain and increase the long-term fertility of the soil in our fields and to promote the healthy use of proper care of water and water resources and all life there in our fields. So while seeing what are the advantages of organic farming, there the food is always nutritious and it is poison free because we are not using synthetic fertilizers, as well as the food tastes better than inorganic foods, as well as the food's safety measures of keeping it longer and the decay or well as rotting of this food material will be less in organic farming, as well as the disease and pest resistant varieties can be grown in organic farming, as well as the weed competitiveness is less in organic farmings, and the input cost of the crop in organic farming is always less. So their drought resistant varieties can be produced, as well as in organic farming drought resistant can be done, and the more profit is done in organic farming. So while saying what are the disadvantages of organic farming, the productivity is always less and the labor requirement is higher when compared to inorganic farming, and the skill of the labor while doing organic farming the farmers must need to be skilled for doing some of the maintenance work in the organic farming. So while saying the synonyms of organic farming, they are eco farming, biological farming, biodynamic farming, and macrobiotic agriculture. So while seeing what is Thailand agriculture, Indian agriculture is predominantly a rainfed agriculture which almost used to cover 143 million hectare of total cultivated area in our country, and there is around 101 million hectare is nearly rainfed agriculture is done, which is nearly 70% of our cultivation area, and the dryland area of the country contributes about 42% of the total food grain production in our country. So while seeing what is dryland agriculture, it is a profitable production of useful crops without irrigation on lands like arid and semi-arid, which receives an annual rainfall of less than 750 mm. So rainfed agriculture, which is a profitable production of useful crops without irrigation on lands like humid and subhumid, which receives an annual rainfall of more than 750 mm. You must need to remember that less than 750 mm means dryland agriculture, as well as more than 750 mm of rainfall means rainfed agriculture. So while seeing what are the characteristics of dryland agriculture, they are uncertain, ill distributed, as well as limited annual rainfall, and the occurrence of extensive climatic hazards like drought and flood is always higher in dryland agriculture, and there is an undulating soil surface, and the occurrence of extensive and large holdings of land is done in dryland agriculture, and relative large size of fields is main are found in dryland agriculture, as well as the very low crop yield is one of the main characteristics of dryland agriculture, as well as the poor economy of the farmers is also said to be known in the characteristics of dryland agriculture. So improved dryland agriculture technologies while seeing the crop planning and the planning for weather and crop substitution and cropping systems, fertilizer use for drylands, as well as the rainwater management and watershed management and alternative land use systems. So these are all the improved technologies which can be used in our drylands. So on seeing the what are the cropping planning, so we are going to have a crop varieties in our dryland areas, so we must need to have short duration that are resistant to drought tolerant as well as high yielding within a short period of rainfall periods is known as crop planning. So while seeing what is planning for weather, there is variation in yields and outputs of dryland due to the obvious weather conditions. So you must need to have observation in weather conditions, especially rainfall. So an aberrant weather can be categorized in three types. They are delay onset of monsoon, as well as long gaps or breaks in rainfall, and early cessation of rains towards the end of monsoon season. So the farmer should make some changes in normal cropping schedule for getting more production in place of total crop failure based on the weather plans. So while seeing what is crop substitution, the farmer must need to have substitute crop where you can able to responsibly get the yield of the main crop within a short period due to unsystematic climatic conditions is known as crop substitution. So while cropping system, so increases of cropping intensities by using practice of intercropping as well as multiple cropping is the more efficient way of utilization of resources, as well as the cropping intensification depends on the length of growing season based on the rainfall pattern as well as the soil moisture storage capacity of the soil and the fertilizer use. The availability of nutrient is always limited in dryland due to the limiting moisture condition of the soil. So the application of fertilizer should be done in furrows below the seeds, and the appropriate mixture of organic and inorganic fertilizer improves the moisture holding capacity of the soil and increases the drought tolerance in the fertilizers. So which one is the rainwater management? So efficient rainwater management can increase the agriculture production in the dryland areas. So the application of compost and FOM and raising legumes add the organic matter to the soil, which increases the water holding capacity of the soil. So excess rainwater can be harvested in storing dugout ponds and recycling of donor areas in the surface stress during rainy season for raising crops during winter. So the watershed management. So watershed management is the optimization of the use of land, water and vegetation in an area which is used to provide solution drought, moderate floods, prevent soil erosion, improves water availability and increases fuel, fodder and agricultural production on sustainable basis. So the alternate land use. So all drylands are not suitable for crop production. So the same lands can be suitable for range of pasture management and for tree farming or lay farming, as well as dryland horticulture or agroforestry system including alley cropping. So all the system which can be alternative crop production are called alternate land based land use system. So I have given the lecture notes in the description, you can catch it for your later use, and I am happy to say that we are going to finish the fundamentals of agronomy and agricultural heritage. So if you like the video, like it and share it with your friends, and subscribe to BSc Agriculture and hit the bell icon to get regular updates. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you. I will catch you up in next videos.